Hey, Tipo here. Ready for some fun English? Let's go.
Hey, welcome back to Podcast and Chill. I'm Gwen.
And Leo.
Leo, did you know that 93% of the impressions we make don't come from what we say, but how we say it?
Wait, seriously? I thought what you said was the most important part.
Well, apparently the way we say it is just as huge as what we're actually saying.
Like what?
Like our tone of voice, how we're standing, and even our facial expressions are a bigger deal than just the words themselves.
That's wild. I'm stoked to hear how we can nail all that stuff and talk like we know what we're doing.
All right, let's dive in.
Yeah, guys, let's see how we can become a pro yapper. Gwen, you know what freaks me out the most when I'm talking to someone?
What?
Those awkward silences. Like when the conversation just dies and I'm sitting there thinking, now what?
Oh yeah, totally. Everyone dreads those moments.
I seriously hate them.
But you know what? Silence actually plays a bigger role in communication than people realize.
Really? I always thought silence just meant things got weird.
It can be awkward, sure, but it's not always a bad thing.
So when is it not bad?
Sometimes silence gives people space to think, or it builds suspense.
Like, when does that happen though?
Think about a speaker who pauses for effect. That moment of silence actually pulls people in.
Oh, I see what you mean. That does make sense.
Exactly.
Or like in movies when the villain says something creepy and then there's just silence. It totally gives you chills.
Now you're getting it.
But still, I'm not giving a TED talk or starring in a thriller. I'm just a guy trying not to embarrass himself at a party.
Fair enough. So let's talk about how to avoid those awkward moments. First, what do you think causes them?
Running out of stuff to say?
Bingo. Usually awkward silence hits when one or both people don't know how to keep the conversation going.
So how do we fix that?
That's where conversation flow comes in.
Conversation flow?
Yeah, it's basically how smoothly a chat moves from one topic to another. Like a river, it keeps flowing instead of drying up.
Got it. So how do I keep it flowing?
One easy way? Use the FORD method.
Wait, like the car?
No, silly. It stands for family, occupation, recreation, and dreams.
And how do those help me talk to someone?
If you hit a wall, ask about their family, job, hobbies, or future goals.
So let's say I'm at a party and the convo's dying. I can just be like, how's your family doing?
Totally. Or, what do you do for work? Or, got any fun plans coming up?
Okay, but what if they hit me with a boring answer like, it's fine?
That's when you pull the thread.
What does that mean?
It's when you take something they said and ask for a deeper follow-up.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. If they say, work's fine, you could ask, anything interesting happened this week?
So I dig a little deeper.
That's right. Don't let the convo die that easily. Help them open up instead.
Man, I feel like a secret agent now.
Just a really friendly secret agent.
Okay, but what if it's still awkward?
Then switch topics.
Without making it super obvious?
Yep. Use a segue.
A what now?
A segue. It's just a smooth transition. For instance, if you guys are talking about work and both run out of ideas, you can say something like, speaking of work, I'm counting down to the weekend.
Oh, then we talk about weekend plans. I like that.
See? It's connected but fresh.
Makes total sense.
And don't forget, open-ended questions are gold.
Yeah, those yes. No one's just shut everything down.
Totally.
Okay, so what if they do respond? I'm not always sure how to reply.
That's when you validate. Show you're listening.
How?
Say stuff like, that sounds cool, or I've always wanted to try that.
So just let them know I care?
Yeah, that's right.
Got any other tips?
Yep, the next one is mirroring.
What's that?
Basically, repeat or reflect what they said. It shows you're tuned in.
So if they say, I'm into photography, I could say, oh nice. What kind of photos do you like taking?
That's perfect.
It's like a game of catch, just tossing the ball back and forth.
Right. It keeps the energy going.
Any other tricks for keeping it natural and smooth?
Try piggybacking on a story.
That sounds fun. What's that?
It's when someone tells a story and you respond with your own story that's kind of related.
So, like, if they say their flight was delayed, I tell my nightmare airport story.
Yep. Shared experiences bring people closer.
But what if I have nothing to add?
Then go with verbal validation and acknowledgement.
What does that mean?
Just say things like, that makes sense, or I can totally see that. Let them know you're hearing them.
Okay, got it. But let's say the convo still fizzles out. What then?
That's when you use bookmarking.
You've got a whole toolkit, huh?
I came prepared.
So what's bookmarking?
If you already talked about something earlier, circle back to it. Like, hey, we were talking about your trip earlier. How was it?
Oh, nice. So it's like picking up an old thread.
Yeah.
But let's say I try all of these methods, but nothing helps. What should I do then?
Sometimes you just have to accept that the conversation has run its course. It's okay to stop if the vibe isn't there.
So it's all about knowing when to push forward and when to pull back.
Correct.
Hey, Gwen, what about nonverbal communication? Is that actually a thing or just a myth?
Oh, it's definitely a thing.
How do you know?
Back in the 1960s, Dr. Albert Mehrabian did a study on it.
And what did he find?
He found that only a tiny bit, like 7%, of what people understood came from the actual words being said.
So where does the rest come from?
A much bigger chunk, around 38%, came from how they said it, their tone of voice and stuff. And the biggest part, like over half at 55%, was all about their body language and facial expressions, what they were doing with their bodies and faces.
So basically, when it came to feelings, it wasn't so much what you said, but how you said it, and what you looked like while saying it that really mattered.
That's right.
Okay, so what kinds of nonverbal signals are out there?
Tons. People pick up a lot from how we say things. Our facial expressions, tone, gestures, body posture, and even how close we stand.
Makes sense. You could be saying, I'm fine, but your face is screaming, I'm not.
Right. That's why being aware of those signals matters. Take facial expressions, for example. A smile usually means happiness.
Yeah, that's pretty universal.
But then there are micro-expressions. Those tiny, split-second facial movements that kind of leak out your real emotions before you can hide them.
Oh, like in those spy movies where they catch someone lying just from a twitch or eyebrow raise?
Yep, exactly. They're super fast, but if you learn to notice them, they can tell you a lot.
That sounds tough, though. How do you even catch something that fast?
It takes practice. But once you know what to look for, like a flash of fear or surprise, it becomes easier to pick up.
All right, I'll start training my detective face reading skills. What about body language? Like, I've heard crossing your arms means you're closed off.
That's one sign. If someone's leaning back or pulling away, it could mean they're uncomfortable or not that interested.
What if they're leaning in?
That usually shows they're engaged or confident. Open posture and good eye contact. All signs someone's paying attention.
So if I'm slouched back with my arms crossed in a meeting, I might be sending the wrong vibe.
Even if you don't mean it that way, that's how it can come across. But once you're aware, you can adjust.
Gotcha. So what else falls under nonverbal communication?
Gestures are a big one. Simple things like nodding while someone's talking show you're listening.
How about hand gestures?
Using your hands to emphasize your point can be great, but if you're waving them around too much, it can be distracting.
So, like everything else, it's about balance?
Yep, a little movement keeps things lively, but too much, and people stop listening to your words.
All right, so I should probably dial it back a bit. What about vocal cues, like tone and pace?
Super important. Your tone can say a lot, whether you're being serious, sarcastic, excited, or annoyed.
And pace? Does that matter?
Totally. Talking too fast can make you sound nervous, while talking too slow can come off as bored or tired.
I probably talk too fast when I'm nervous.
A lot of people do. Just slowing down a little can make you sound more confident and clear.
So what happens if someone's giving mixed signals? Like they're smiling but also crossing their arms?
That's where context comes in. One signal isn't the whole story. You have to look at the full picture.
So, I shouldn't just jump to conclusions based on one thing?
Yeah, maybe they're cold. Maybe crossed arms are just a habit. You have to consider everything: their tone, expression, the situation.
So, if I want to get good at this, I've got to start noticing all the little things, huh?
Yep. Observation is key. Pay attention to how people talk, how they sit, and how they move. And most importantly, do their words match their behavior?
What do you mean?
I mean, you gotta look out if their words don't match their body language.
Is that a red flag? Like, if someone says, I'm fine, but their whole body's stiff and tense.
Then they're probably not fine. That mismatch is a red flag.
Makes sense. So, I should gently check in with them if I notice that?
Totally. And keep in mind, these cues can vary across cultures.
Really?
Yeah, for instance, in some cultures, direct eye contact is respectful. In others, it might be considered rude.
That's good to know, especially when working with people from different places. You don't want to misread something just because of a cultural difference.
Exactly. Being aware of your own body language and learning how others might interpret it. That's key to avoiding confusion.
Wow, there's a lot more to this than I thought. But it's cool, makes me want to pay more attention.
It's such a big part of how we connect. Once you get the hang of reading these cues, you'll understand people better and build stronger relationships.
Awesome. I'm definitely going to start watching out for this stuff more. Just hope I don't look like a weirdo while doing it.
Just try not to stare too hard. You don't want to creep anyone out.
Okay, Gwen, before we wave goodbye, let's break down some of the cool phrases from today's episode.
Yes, these 5 will help you sound and feel more confident in any conversation.
First one, awkward silence. That's when nobody's talking, and it feels super uncomfortable.
Example, after I told my joke and nobody laughed, awkward silence. Next is segue. It means a smooth way to move from one topic to another.
Example, he made a funny segue from talking about work to asking about weekend plans. Word number 3, mirroring. It's when you repeat or reflect what someone says to show you're listening.
Example, when she said she loved painting, I mirrored with, "Oh, cool, what kind of art do you like?" Can't skip body language. It's how we use our face, hands, and posture to communicate without words.
Example, his body language said he was nervous, even though he said he was fine. And finally, facial expression. That's the look on your face that shows how you feel.
Example, her facial expression told me she was excited even before she spoke. Now let's wrap it up with a couple of quick questions for you guys. But don't worry, we'll go first.
Question 1. What part of conversation do you struggle with most? Starting it, keeping it going, or ending it?
For me, it used to be ending the conversation smoothly. I always felt awkward saying goodbye.
Starting, for sure. I'd panic and ask about the weather like it was breaking news. Question 2. What's one thing you're going to practice more? Tone, facial expressions, or using the FORD method? I'm going all in on the FORD method. It's my new cheat code for parties.
I'll focus on tone. The same words can feel so different depending on how you say them.
Your turn.
Comment below and tell us, what part of conversation do you want to improve most?
And which of these tricks are you going to try first?
Let's talk about how to talk better.
Well, Gwen, this has been so eye-opening. I didn't realize just how easy it is to keep a conversation flow.
Right. Just follow the FORD model and avoid jumping topics too fast. You'll never run out of things to say.
I also like techniques like thread pulling, mirroring, and storytelling,
They help keep conversations flowing naturally.
even when things get quiet.
Even if it does go quiet, you can always pull out the bookmarking trick or just end the chat gracefully.
You're right. Silence isn't always bad. Sometimes it just means someone is thinking.
And then there's the whole world of nonverbal cues, like faces, voices, or gestures.
right? It's fascinating how powerful nonverbal communication is.
Once you start noticing it, it's like a whole new world opens up.
I'm definitely going to pay more attention to how people express themselves next time, both their words and their body language.
Yeah, it's all about understanding the full picture, and being mindful of how we communicate can make a huge difference in building better connections.
I love it. Thanks for all the tips today, Gwen.
My pleasure, Leo. And thanks to everyone for tuning in. We hope you learned something new today.
Don't forget to practice what we've talked about. It'll make a huge difference in your daily conversations.
Until next time, everyone, take care and keep communicating wisely.
See you next time.